So Kevin, tell me, what inspired you right now to come up with the INFINii project?
Well, the INFINii project, I mean, it's a conglomerate of a lot of things, but really it's a move to make sure that when people get started in this company, that they don't have to wait 90 days to get a buy box, or 30 days, or however many days to get out of PayPal jail, or they have to struggle in the beginning. We're trying to get away from that. So the whole goal really now becomes, can someone get in here and do an activity and benefit from the compensation plan, from the community, and be part of something day one without having to wait? On top of that, what if we took a compensation plan that's best in class, that no one's ever been able to do because they have infrastructure that we don't need. They have to have warehouses to sell shake product or juices. We don't have that. So we can pay out 70%, upwards of 75%, and still be just a rockin' company. So we have those options. No one else does. That's what makes us the best, man. That's why INFINii is going to take everything over.
Kevin, I've been in the industry a long time, as you have. You've been in some of the same companies, and you've heard of all the hype. And what makes this so different, besides what you said, besides that, what you haven't said yet, is what the people out there want to hear?
Well, what I haven't.
That's a hard question.
No, no, and that's fine. I mean, really, it comes down to a direction that everything's going. So right now, I mean, obviously, any kind of company that has a skincare product or a beverage, it's easy to do those things. I can rub something on my skin or I can drink something. And so you have plenty of time to now recruit into the opportunity, into the compensation plan. You see how that frees up your time. The problem that you have when you're trying to do an e-commerce company is that you spend a lot of time on that e-commerce company, on that platform. But that's what results in the best success stories. People who can make money without having to recruit. So how do you mesh that together? That's what INFINii is going to do as well, because you can leverage what we do on Amazon and what we do on our own platforms, because it doesn't stop at Amazon. Think bigger, think longer term. 2 years down the road, Amazon decides, I don't like this. That's fine. We have our own e-commerce platforms that are built in here that is driving the sales. We become that Amazon, and it becomes a whole ecosystem.
One of the biggest questions I believe that the most people out there in the internet land will have today is they may already be doing, their skincare, their milkshake, their pill, lotion, and potion. Can they still do this and keep what they're doing?
They can, and don't get me wrong too. Those are great. Some of those companies are amazing, right? Some aren't, but some are amazing. And I love the culture in them, and I have a lot of friends that work in those companies, and I applaud what they're doing. But yes, you can walk both worlds, because we're talking about an e-commerce. We're talking about something that you understand. And for the future of this entire industry, when regulators look at what you're doing, it's not taking product and buying it, and the company goes, well, I don't even know where that's going. I think they're selling. I don't know. I think they are. It's customers that are driving the activity. So you can do both. You can dabble in it. You can come in here and just check it out. I mean, but I think if you come in to just look, eventually you'll probably push that other stuff to the side and just stay here. So.
One more question I think is very, very important, because me being a recruiter, as well as e-commerce, and as well as others. However, I've moved further than the United States, across the borders of Thailand and Malaysia and Indonesia. And are these guys able to come in now to INFINii and be able to do the things they could not do because their eBay account got shut down, or their Amazon got shut down because they're across the borders?
Yeah, there's so many barriers to overseas, and that's one of the things that we had to have right, because we have a lot of leaders that are pouring into this that have huge teams over in Indonesia and Hong Kong. You don't want to go mainland China, but Hong Kong is amazing. There's so many people there, and they understand this stuff, but they couldn't get into it before. It was very difficult because those platforms, they cater more towards Americans. That's just how it is, for right or for better or for wrong. But the way we structure the co-ops now, they can come in and they can purchase that property on that co-op, and there you go, they can participate. And it frees them up now to go recruit in the comp plan as well, which they're amazing at.
Speaking about recruiting, my name is Rodney Burton, Rodney, the Global Ambassador Burton, and I am a recruiter. What does INFINii do for people like me who are great affiliate marketers who do train their downline? What is the benefit for guys like us who know a little bit about e-commerce, but they do better in training and coaching people?
Well, I mean, the comp plan is designed for the average guy. I mean, the average guy, and obviously we scale, right? Get two, get two, get two. We've all heard the model. The difference is here is we've taken beginner bonuses that help the average guy that we've seen that have sent companies over to the 500,000 mark down in Brazil. That company went out of business because they couldn't handle the growth. But it was the compensation plan at the beginning that did it. That's not going to help you so much because you can walk in there and put in a lot of people, right? But for you to put in a lot of people, the way the compensation plan works is you have every person you put in begins a whole line of lineage. Forget the binary, that exists, you're making money there. We're talking about the unilevel. It creates a whole level of lineage, and you can earn a set amount depending on your rank per person, per lineage. Those go upwards of $50,000 that you can earn off of one lineage. So I refer you, you do XYZ, it builds on down. You can make a lot of money just for referring one person. Imagine you who can do that, or people who can go out there and do that 10, 20, 30, 40 times. You're creating a new lineage.
Well, that first of all, that sounds 1,000 times terrific. Let me play devil's advocate, in a way, just for the guys who are out there saying, well, what the hell, Rodney? But what about the support system if the guy recruits somebody and he leaves the company or whatever? Do you have enough support system to still train and coach these people if that upline person is not there?
Well, you'll never be able to eliminate fully the human aspect of anything. We're all humans and we're unpredictable, super unpredictable. So we never know if a sponsor is going to take that person by the hand and help them. But in the case that they don't, imagine you're still in someone's lineage in their downline, and you earn 5% on your PET, your personal enrolled tree, down to infinity levels. So it behooves you to get down there and help your downline and dig deep into your downline. You might refer 50 people to get to that one guy that's going to just run it for you. And that's why also, when you look at the way we build and the way that you can decide where you want to put volume, you can actually put volume anywhere you want to. I could say, I want it under Rodney. And Rodney could go, well, in my settings, I want it under Dion. And Dion could say in his settings, I want it under this person. And it will follow that line. So there's...
Is that a holding tank you're talking about? Okay, what is that?
That's a way to make sure that when you're trying to help out your downline member, you're actually doing what their wishes are to help out their downline member. So you don't need the communication in order to build out huge teams on certain legs that need it.
Well, I remember with DS, one of the things I loved about it is, like you said, you cannot get rid of the human aspect. But you guys always had a webinar on for new guys. You had a webinar on this particular concept or that concept. Will that change, or will you do more of that to help the guys who need the help?
Well, DS domination, I want to make sure that everyone knows, it's not going away. It's not dissolving. INFINii is a totally separate entity, totally new company. So there are a lot of people in DS domination that might be happy where they are. They love it. That's where they're staying. They have no interest in it, and that's fine too. And there might be a lot of people that looked at DS and said, no, not my cup of tea.
Right.
Yeah, I'm going to go run with INFINii. So the support that we have in DS will remain the same. It'll only get better because we're bringing on telephone support now as we move into INFINii. Okay. So the support there will get better, and yes, we will continue to have those webinars. In INFINii, you don't really need it though, because there's so much automation. We've made at every turn, it's a matter of how simplified can I make this? You have options everywhere you go. How smooth can you make those transitions to lead that person down that right direction? And how little training can you give them and still have them be successful? People don't want to study 80 hours worth of material.
Right.
They want to get in and they want to make some money. And now, go, go, go. That's what INFINii does for you. For the folks who want to dig in the training and master a lot of the stuff in the offline, non-automated sections, DS Domination is still there for you. And it will continue to get better and grow.
There you go, guys. You had it from, you just heard it from Kevin Hokoana, the man from Japan, and Rodney, the global ambassador Burton, who 100% agrees with this guy because he's had to write me a big check when I bring a lot of people in. You guys take it easy. This is Rodney Burton. Sign off. Rodney Burton and Kevin Hokoana. See you later.